I did have a drink. It was like the Lost Boys or something like that. I don't remember what the drink was called. But I didn't feel like making another one, so I grabbed a nondescript drink, hashtag not sponsored, to get me through this one. Today, well, first of all, welcome to Drunk Disney Reviews. Today we are doing Peter Pan. Movie came out in 1953. Great movie. I like it. Yeah. So it starts off with this fucking racist intro again. But this one I kind of get. Like, I kind of understand where, because it's about the Indians and stuff, and like I get it. It's messed up, but we'll get to that. But I was just like, it starts with the racist part intro thing again. And then the intro song again, and the credits are kind of long, but it just kind of is what it is. You know, there's not much you can really do about that. But yeah. And then there's a narrator at the beginning, right? And he's like, "This has all happened before, and it will happen again." And I was like, I don't remember that part at all. And we'll get back to that because we'll come right around back to that at the end. But like, I don't remember them. First of all, there even being a narrator. Second of all, the fact where he's like, "This has happened before and it's gonna happen again." Their family with Wendy and Michael and John and shit, like their whole name, their last name is Darling, which is kind of cute. Like, I guess that's cool. But then like there's the mom and the dad, and then there's Nana, and Nana is the dog, and Nana the dog is just amazing dog, adorable, fucking great, awesome. The Nana is also the nurse for the dog or the animals to like the kids to like take care of the kids and shit. That shit's fucking weird, but like she's like constantly putting the blocks together, and then like the dad just keeps knocking the shit over, and then like knocks the dog into it. And listen, like, I feel bad for that, right? I feel bad for Nana, man. Like I feel bad for Nana. Like, we love Nana. And then like at the end when they were like talking about Peter Pan before like the parents go off and for their party or whatever, and like they're like, Wendy's gonna get her own room, and I'm like, she's the old, like, why is that such a bad thing? I don't understand why it's a bad thing for Wendy to get her own room. First of all, she's a girl, and but also she's growing up. Like, she's getting older. I understand wanting to like hold on to your youth and shit, but like at the end of the day, you're gonna have to realize like you're gonna need your own room at some point. And then like the dad like runs into the dog and like fucking throws the dog up against the wall, like, and then like everybody's like, "Oh my god," and then they all run over, and the dad's like, "Oh, they're gonna come take care of me," but nope, they're going to take care of the dog. And it's like, you know, I understand, like, you're a human, you would have been like, help me if you needed fucking help. The dog can't fucking do that. The dog got slammed up against the wall, like, and that right there is the reason why the dad was like, fuck this dog, and like went and brought it outside and like tied it up, and it's like, come on, bro, like, what? Come on, man. Like, I don't understand why he, like, you gotta worry about the dog. The dog can't take care of itself. But so yeah, and then like right before, you know, they fall asleep and shit, Wendy's telling her mom that like something to the effect of like she might have met Peter before, and that she has his shadow, and that like his shadow was just like kind of hanging around. So it's like the stories that she tells is almost like, you know, she met Peter before and she knows all this story stuff, but then she also doesn't. So I'm not 100% sure, and like I would love a prequel movie to or something, some sort of explanation as to how that she knows all this stuff. And then we meet Tinkerbell, and I don't know, I think this is a kind of a hot take, or I don't know if this makes me a little sus. Tink is hot.
You what?
Tink could get it. And then like the We Can Fly song is fucking amazing. The He Can Fly song, that the whole sequence is awesome, really cool. And then they like fly off to Neverland. Neverland. Mr. Smee is adorable. I fucking love it. And like the shaving scene where he's sitting there and like shaving, and then he like the bird like sits on the towel and he like shaves the bird's ass and shit. That shit's hilarious. I noticed the Captain Hook, the voice actor for Captain Hook, is the same voice actor that plays the dad. And I don't know if that was like, it's the same dude. And I'm sure that people have talked about this before, but like I didn't know that. I just think that's really cool. And like this is the first time that I've like actually fucking seen that. The Lost Boys also are fucking just dumb and hilarious. The little twins who like one says something and then like 2 seconds later the other one says it, like they're just hilarious. So I also think like Tinkerbell is kind of a bitch when it comes to like, she literally tries to fucking get Wendy killed. Like legitimately. She literally goes to the Lost Boys and is like, yo, Peter wants you to kill this bitch. And they're all like, okay, cool, because Peter's the leader. And like that's kind of fucked up, right? It's kind of fucked up. And then when all the Lost Boys and Peter and John get sent off, not Peter, John and Michael get sent off to go see the Indian leader and stuff. They sing the song Following the Leader. It was a cool song. I like it. Very catchy. I like it. It's been stuck in my head since I watched it. The Indian scenes, there's 2 of them. I think they're fucking awesome. I totally understand how it could be considered racist. But I am very happy that that the scenes were kept into the movie. I'm glad that they didn't get cut out. Because again, I think like they said at the beginning, you know, that it's important, to keep this stuff in for cultural context or whatever. And I think it's an integral part of the movie. So I do, as much as it, you know, could be seen as racist. I think it was a good movie, or it's a good part of I'm glad that they left it in. The mermaids, when we meet the mermaids, they fucking love Peter and get jealous as hell when Wendy pops up. And like, I don't know if like what Peter does, but like Peter's got all these mermaids after him and Tinkerbell after him. They're always getting jealous. I don't know what he's been doing, but like they fucking love him. They fucking love him. And then there's the scene where like Captain Hook like steals Tiger Lily, and they're in like the little cave, and like Peter's just sitting back there with the, you know, pretending to be the voice of Captain Hook. And I thought that whole scene was like really dope. And then his fight versus Captain Hook, I think that's the first time we actually see them actually fight, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed that. Now, the scene after this, I started getting a little bit bored. I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole mother thing with the song that Wendy sings about mothers and stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of started getting a little bit bored. It's not really conducive to the story. And I got a little bit bored. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, we move on. And then it starts getting really interesting, because then fucking then Tinkerbell like saves. Okay, so Smee and Captain Hook find out where Peter lives, right? And also, but before he did that, Captain Hook captures Tinkerbell, right? He captures Tinkerbell and is super smart about it, and he just like is super sly, and he's just like, you know, trying to get information out of her, and he's really smart, like using Wendy against Tinkerbell to like convince Tinkerbell to give the information to him. I thought that was really smart. And then like drunk Smee is hilarious. He's hiccuping and he's just like falling off all over the place. He's hilarious. But I think the captain is really smart when like he was trying to get Tinkerbell to give the information. That was like legitimately like one of the first villains in a movie that I'm like, dude, this dude is actually really smart. And then they find out where he lives, and then Peter's like sleeping in the treehouse, and everybody leaves, and then fucking, because Captain Hook promised that he wouldn't lay a finger or a hook on Peter, that he just drops this bomb off at his house. And dude, fucking Smee literally says, and I wrote this down, wouldn't it be more humane to just slit his throat? And I'm like, this is a children's movie. Hello? Like, that's crazy. But then, you know, Tinkerbell at the very last moment escapes and saves Peter's life. Gets a little bit injured, but then she's perfectly fine. But yeah, like Captain Hook was super duper smart and figuring out how to capture Tink and get Peter and stuff. But like, this dude is a freaking idiot when it comes to fighting Peter and the Lost Boys. Like, Peter just, you know, just completely destroys him, and it doesn't. Like, for being as smart as he is and as cunning as he is to try to find out where Peter lives and stuff, he's a freaking idiot when it comes to actually fighting. So it's just interesting. And then, so going back to the beginning about how this all happened before and it will happen again. Once they all return home and the kids are basically like telling the parents what happened, the dad, so like they look out the window and you can see like a cloud formation of the ship that they came back in, and like Wendy points it out, and then the mom says, oh, look at that, and then the dad looks, and the dad literally says, like, that I know that ship, like that ship looks really familiar to me. Like, he's actually seen it before. And so it's like, maybe he knew Peter from forever ago, and maybe this did all happen before. Maybe, like, so it's just like really cool to like tie it all back together. It's just really cool. I like this movie a lot. It was a great movie. It was very, very entertaining. The music was fantastic, except for the whole Mother song. I wasn't a huge fan of that. And overall, I just had a good time with it. I laughed a lot at just like the funny, you know, slapstick comedy. The music was really, really good in this movie, where, you know, every time somebody would be trying to sneak around, you would hear the thum, 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 or whatever, right? Like the background music, not necessarily just the songs. The background music to this movie was fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. Overall, I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys very much for making it to the end of the video. I had a lot of fun watching this movie and making this video for you guys. If you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about Peter Pan. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, it means a lot to me. It lets YouTube know that you guys are interested in this type of content, and we'll push this out to you as well as to other people. It would mean a lot to me if you guys do hit that subscribe button. Next week, we are doing Lady and the Tramp, which I'm very, very excited about. I used to love that movie growing up. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. Let me know down in the comments below what kind of drinks you guys would like to see me drink with these movies. So yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm Joe the Bearded Nerd. Have a good one, guys.